What's up guys? In today's video we are going to talk about Flask, but today we are going to talk about more routes, like we are going to add more routes as you are seeing now, and also we are going to talk about methods. So yeah, first of all, let's talk about routes. So as you can see here, I've added 3 pages, like 2 pages more. Like we have the index, which changed a little bit, and then we have the page 2 and the page 3. So we are going to go in order. What did I change in the index page? So you can see here that I put a link. So whenever we click to this thing, we will go to the page 2. So have clear one thing, like how do we set the route to move us from the index page to the page 2. Like the page 2, by the way, is just a page in which I say this is the page 2 and click here to go back to the main page. So how do we do that? As you can see, we made this an A element, which is a link, but the link is to this name. Like we don't need to put here the exact name of the file. No, we need to put the name of the root. So here in the server, what we have to do is that we have to say, hey, whenever we get this extension, this root, execute this function. So here we have that, like whenever we have this extension, we are going to execute this function. So what we do is that we just simply render the template of the page 2 function. So let's try this. So if we put here Python tutorial 2, and now we are executing, if we go to the page, you see that the page changed a little bit, like it's not only hello, ahoy, and hola. So if we click to that, you can see here, up here, that the extension has changed. Like now we have the bar on page 2. So for example, if we want to go back to the beginning, we just do this, but if we want to go back to the page 2 without clicking here, we just have to put here page 2, because this is exactly the same as clicking there, because when we click there, what we have is that we get a request here. So for example, whenever we click there, we got this request, and if we click here, we got the request of the main page, like this extension. So let's see again, we click and we see that we have a request for this extension. But did you notice something? Like if you notice, you can see that the requests are always a get request, but we can also get post request. So for example, if I go now here and I try to execute this submit button, method not allowed, we have an error because we received a post request and the extension is page 3, but we have the page 3 extension. Why this isn't working? Because by default the roots are only set for the post method. By the way, let me show you how did I do that page 3, well, that page 3 link. So if we check that, we can see that this is basically a form, and the button that I pressed is an input that just just put this extension with a post method. So that's what happens whenever I click that button, that hey. But as you can see here in red, like that extension is not valid because we are using the post method. So for example, if we use the get method, which is just simply, instead of clicking here that it will send a post method, if we simply put here page 3, this is page 3, the post was correctly done. Like in this case, we did it with a get, as you can see here. But yeah, but we want now that it only works with the post method. So for that, we have to add this that is commented. We are going to add it here. So now with this, we are saying that, hey, we only want that this extension is triggered, like this root is triggered with the post method. So if we execute this again, and now we go to the page again. If we click here submit, we receive the page without any issues. And if we check this here, the post method is okay. And now if we try to do this with the get method, for example page 3, method is not allowed. Why? Because the get is not allowed. Here we just said that we want only the post. In case you want as well the get, you can do this and the get will work. Sorry. But yeah, I think that's everything I want to show you in this video. I hope you understood how to use the methods and how to create more routes. And yeah, if so, give it a like, share, subscribe, and see you in the next one.
Ay.